We've all waited long enough to get here. It's time for some football as we welcome you to the NFL on EA Sports. Well, it's official. We reached the halfway point of the regular season. Still a lot of work left to do, though, as we're away in Week 9. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's first and 10.
Go! Hey, smash Bronco! Go!
Ready to start this drive with Connor. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Micah McFadden able to make the play. No gain there that time, and it's second and 10.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
Shotgun snap to Nix. Called in left side. And he's brought down for a loss. The rookie from Notre Dame able to take him down.
On the set.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11.
Here we go, set. Hut, hut.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Nighthawks are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side is an offense. First off, well, listen, it goes to the defense. And that really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate, in this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth. Who's going to respond next?
On second and 10 now, Mahomes. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up. Fry connected with Xavier Worthy there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Has his man, it's Pacheco. And he will take this in. Touchdown. The Nighthawks pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. And he misses on the extra point, so a good start for their offense, but not for him kicking it. Score stays at 6-0. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. On the return, here's Mims. Return's looking good so far. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35.
At their own 33-yard line.
Ready, ready.
Ball at the 33 for first down.
Trap 60, trap 60. Shut up. Ready.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. He's out in the clear. And the Nighthawks are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing a rush out, and they're just not a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play. This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And it's caught, touchdown! The Nighthawks parlay the interception into points. Tucker on for the extra point. And this one, thankfully, not off the mark. He gets it to go. After the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. On the return, here's Mims. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go. 19 tight, 19 tight, 18 Pioneer.
They send a man in motion. Throwing on 1st down, Nix. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up to the 44.
Pace,
Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat, Cup 19, Cup 19. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Buffalo 18. Take go.
On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Short pass brought in. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there in 1st down, well, opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
It's a gain of a yard, but they needed just a couple more inches. 3rd down.
Okay, ready? 18 Rattler, 8. Here we go, here we go. 19 Light.
They put a receiver in motion right.
Ready?
Now Nix on 3rd down. That's going to fall incomplete. Either way, he was breaking it up. Couldn't hold on to the pick, so here's the grab, brings up 4th down.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? The quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
Ready, ready?
Here we go on 4th, Nix. He's got it to his running back. He'll give them enough for a 1st down. Sending a receiver left.
Go!
Nix with it on 1st. Catch is made down the right sideline. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You've got to get the big play. That throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Huh.
They'll throw again. Nix. He's on the move. And he'll score. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos lower the deficit to a single possession. Now the Broncos making the call. They're going to go for 2.
Ready?
The Broncos will line up for the 2-point
Panther 11, Panther 11. Hut, hut.
He's throwing for it. And he reaches the end zone. That conversion cuts the lead down to 5. Well, it may be stating the obvious, partner. I do that sometimes often, but tight ends, such a mismatch this close in. And no surprise, they went his way for that 2-point conversion.
Yeah, it's one of those guys' security blanket. Whether he's designed read or not, this quarterback knows that tight end's a great outlet. Why? Because often they're bigger and they're stronger. Even if they're double teamed, there's still that chance to get that entry pass, like a great post in basketball. They know how to finish.
Hey, 43, 43, 15. Look at it.
Off play action, it's Mahomes. Wow, wide open here, complete. Running down the left side. And he's in, touchdown. And the Nighthawks wide barely to 11 in the 1st. Tucker on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Nighthawks push the lead up to 12. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. On the return, here's Mims. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Hold the ready.
Drive starts out with a first and 10.
Let's go now. Warriors 70. Ready.
Nicks from the gun. He's finally cut, and he lost the football. Oh, no, it's out. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
Ready, ready. Tracking 60. Get up.
Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Looking slant. Oh, the football's loose. And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Putting a receiver in motion.
Take go.
Here's Nicks to throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing it. Unsurprisingly, the ball's incomplete. Second down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. Make sure it altered the throw.
Ready.
Nicks again on second and 10. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos make it a one-score game. There sure was a lot of trust on that play, Brock, and he proved worthy of it with that end result.
Yeah, good old receiver. Someone who just knows how to get it into the end zone. He's worked his way in goal to a QB. And on that throw, there was trust there that he had a shot to find pavement.
And it's hauled in inside the end zone for 2. That trims the lead just a little bit. Worked so well the first time. Hey, why not go right back to it? See if you can be successful again. They do, and they are.
And I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because you almost feel the confidence, right? Like if you get it the first time, you're almost playing with house money. Even if you fail, it's still 14 points. It's not really a failure. And if you get it, well, you gain even more confidence and make that opponent think that much more.
Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. First and 10.
Yellow. Right side.
Back to throw Mahomes. That's incomplete left side.
Kid covered much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on
15.
first. It's second
Yellow.
down.
Right side.
Play action, Mahomes. He's going deep. Really pushing the envelope on second down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. You need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
Right side.
Third down, it's Mahomes. He's trying another one deep. That was first real mistake. That's intercepted. Pat Surtain has it. And the Broncos will take over as he records his first interception of our season. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. but this time it is a takeaway. You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That's a heck of a break. Backs the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to once they get one hand on the ball, have a pretty good beat on you and can get two hands on it the next time.
18, Pioneer. Go.
Again on 2nd and 10. Nix. Complete to Mims. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look.
Let's go. Huh.
From the red zone now. This throw is cut. And he takes this one down to the 10 before hitting that sideline.
Ready up.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, so this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Nighthawks will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks him up, gets it right back for him.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
That's the end of our first quarter. 3 more to go still on Monday night. Neither side separating much so far. Back in a moment with more of the NFL on EA Sports. All right, it's about time to get started with quarter number 2. Home offense out, ready to go. Second down run by Pacheco. And his short game gets them a new set of downs. Offense in the hurry up here.
15.
Mahomes on 1st and 10. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down ball.
Second down and 10.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. He's got him. That's Pacheco. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it sets up first down.
Fight on these two.
They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
57.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson has it. And the Broncos take over off their 3rd interception of this game. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, kid. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that pocket defenders or offensive guys in bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
Come 19.
Throwing on 1st down, Nix. Forced out to his right. Cut near the goal line. And he pushes all the way to the goal line, but gonna be out at the 1. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Shotgun snap to Nix. Touchdown, Denver. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, it's such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s when we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners. There will be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game. That's well done.
And this is caught as they hit the end zone for 2. And they stay perfect, Brock. That's a perfect 3 for 3 now on 2-point tries. Is it just automatic at this point that if there's a touchdown, they're going to go for 2?
Well, I think until this defense stops them, that answer is going to be yes. It's not supposed to be this easy. I mean, the numbers tell you you're not supposed to have this kind of success rate. But it's really clear this defense has no answer. Run, pass, confidence. The offense is owning them.
Come back! Right.
Throwing on first down, Mahomes. That one finds Xavier Worthy. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And they're going to have a first down.
Yellow!
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Has his man, it's Pacheco. Give him 24 on that play. And that'll give him a first down.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
And the catch is made for the touchdown. The Nighthawks take a second quarter lead. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. Tucker on for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Nighthawks push their lead to 3. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end as a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Ready? 18 Rattler, 19 Lion.
It's Ncaa out of the pistol. Escapes the pocket. He takes it himself.
Well, that's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, but even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds before he can get the first down.
Set.
They've got a man in motion.
Ready?
From the 22 on 2nd down. Has him on the quick hitter. He picks up 15 on the play. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
Ready?
Markers reset, ball at the 37.
Go!
The first carry now for Kyron Williams. And he stopped after running it up across the 45 to the 46. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
Set. Ready?
From the 46. Finds Mims. He's still going at the 30. And he'll be out of bounds just a yard or 2 short of that 25. They get 28 out of that play. And the Broncos will have a first down.
Here we go. Set. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Mustang 19. Go.
Here's Nicks. And the man is there to knock that away. Great defensive effort to reject that one. And it sets up 2nd down.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Shut up!
Motioning the tight end now.
Huh.
2nd and 10 now. In the goal line. And he gets it. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos take a second quarter lead. Now they'll try the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Broncos take a 4-point lead.
31. Nighthawks 27.
The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Returning it from the 4. He's brought down to end that return as we've reached our 2-minute warning. So a crazy first half has finally reached the 2-minute warning. It's the Nighthawks beginning their drive here.
Line, attack, attack! Attack!
1st and 10, it's Mahomes. Hauled in by Worthy. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches.
Yellow! Attack!
From the 37.
At the 37-yard
Hauled in by Rice. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just be
Yellow!
conservative and run it. They hit a
Attack!
weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Finds his man. It's Worthy. Now taken down right along the 30. They strike for 23 yards. And it'll give him a
Yellow!
1st down.
Right side!
Another throw for Mahomes. Pacheco hauls it in. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it.
I don't need to.
That one
I don't
near
need
the
to.
line,
Right
after
side!
that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more.
And he finds him in the end zone for the touchdown. The Nighthawks get some late points and the lead. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
Tucker able to tack on the extra points. And the Nighthawks push their lead to 3.
Broncos 31.
They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Return starts from the 16. And he'll break the 15, but not get much further. Tough field position to start this one out. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Let's go! 7 Pirates! 7 Pirates!
Man in motion here.
Hut, hut!
On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Catch is made down the right sideline. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Broncos have to hurry here. Clock's still running.
Panther 11! Warriors 70! Ready?
Nix with it on 1st. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play, and keep driving that defense backwards.
Dragon 60.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
Come on, set.
They put a receiver in motion here left.
Get up.
Nix from the gun. Rolling left, buying some time. He'll step up, and there he goes. He got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing him. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20.
Here we go. Hurt. Chop 60. Check go.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. Nixing on the slant. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. They'll throw again. Nix finds his back. Kyron Williams. And they take him down right along the 30. Just before halftime, you get a timeout, take it.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
18, Pioneer. Ready?
Throwing on 1st down, Nix. Throwing for the end zone. He's got it deep downfield. And he gets it. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos take the lead just before halftime. Broncos offense getting ready for another 2-point drive.
60 Bobcat. Come 19. Ready.
He's throwing for it. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Oh, he loses it on the return. They can get this back. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. This one's going to be a return from deep in the end zone. And the choice to leave the end zone going to cost him just a slight bit as he's out a little short of that 30-yard line. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
43. What's that?
He'll throw it. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Wait. What's that?
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's got him. That's Pacheco. Continuing to move past the 45. It's a race down the right side. And that is a touchdown. The Nighthawks take the lead right away in half number 2. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Tucker adds the PAT. And the Nighthawks take a 4-point lead.
41, Broncos 37.
Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Fielded at the 14. And they'll start this drive in good position. The 40.
At their own 38-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10.
Ready? 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Go!
Shotgun snap to Ncaa. Short pass brought in. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48.
Hurry!
Working quickly here.
A gain of 14.
Buffalo 18.
First down,
18
Broncos.
Rattler, 18, 19 Lion. Hunt.
Throwing here, Ncaa. Has him on the quick hitter. They get 13 on the pickup. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
Number 87.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Set.
Now Ncaa. Buys time, rolling right. That one falls incomplete, but our attention's still behind the line. He got cleaned after that throw and drew the instant flag. Roughing the passer on that last play, and that's always going to lead to an automatic first down.
Go! 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Mustang 19. Hut.
From the red zone now. Mims with the grab. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Set. Ready.
Ncaa. He brings it in. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
Hustle.
Offense up to the line fast.
Panther 11. Warrior 70. Dragon 60.
Throwing from the gun here. On the move, headed right. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
Set go.
3rd and goal, here's Ncaa. He's it in close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Now here's a spot where the timing's got to be absolutely perfect between the quarterback and the receiver. That throw is made before that receiver's ever thinking of coming out of his cut. Too early, it's incomplete. Too late, it's headed the other way.
Ready.
Looking to throw. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. And the Nighthawks get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now.
Yellow.
They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there.
Hero 15.
But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that hit. Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut,
Yellow.
the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
He's still going at the 30. And he nearly gets to the 25 before going out. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And now
defenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
They connect on the deep shot. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown. The Nighthawks pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Tucker able to tack on the extra points. And the Nighthawks drive their lead to 11. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25.
At their own 23-yard line.
On the set.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Gets everything he has on his throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. So that brings up 2nd down.
Come on. Set. 19 tight. 19 tight.
To throw, here's Ncaa. Oh no, he lost control of another one. No turnover, it's going to stay with the offense.
Cougar 19.
Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
18. Pioneer. Go.
On 1st and 10, here's Ncaa. Chased out to his right. He'll wind up and hit to deep right, and they pick him up again. Picked up by Jair Alexander.
I don't know how many you could have next to you, Kate, that have been in this spot before. Okay? I have 5 interceptions in the game. It happened to be our rivalry game back in college. It was one of the most humbling, horrific experiences of my life. Please, Coach, take this player out. We do not need to see another interception added to his ledger.
No luck finding his receiver that
Hey,
time.
Riblet.
And
Yellow.
we'll see what they do here on
Hey, 15,
2nd down.
15. Look at it.
Play action, Mahomes. Connects on the crosser. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, the explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Give them 13 on their play. And they'll have 1st down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some big running backs without Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
That one vehemently swatted away. So 2nd down coming up.
Fire down these two. Right side.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. He's got the hook up to Ingram. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Tyreek Stevenson getting up to track that one down. This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down.
Right side.
Here's Mahomes now. Has his man, it's Pacheco. And he's going to reach the 6 before he goes out. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Get it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Looking for his wide receiver there. And that makes it 2nd and goal.
Yellow. Hey, 43. Right side.
Throwing again, Mahomes. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Working across the middle, Brock. It is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess. Even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized.
And for the moment, that's going to be a touchdown. Whether it will stand, though, well, that depends on the call on this flag. quite sure what the thinking is here. They've brought out the kicking team. It's a 33-yard look from the right hash. Tucker's kick is up and good. And that extends their lead to 14.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Now bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30.
Take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Drive starts out with a first and 10.
60 Bobcat. Here we go, here we go.
They'll send him over right.
Huh.
Next with it on first. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it.
Now, pass,
Dose of the hurry up offense here.
Cut 19.
Another try following the sack. He puts some air under this one. Deep right. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's third down.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space, dude. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Stephanie. Ready.
Out of the gun, it's Ncaa. Dive in, and he gets his hands underneath for the catch. Only one quarter remains in our final game of the week. Lengthy fourth down try here. They need 6.
Ready. Buffalo 18. Get up.
Nicks from the gun. And they pick him off again. Darnell Savage with a pick. And the Nighthawks get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
I think it's safe to say his day is beyond repair now, if it wasn't long ago. He just hasn't been reading these coverages at all, and is clearly not on the same page with his receivers. I think it really is now time to think about his confidence for future games and get him out of this ball game. Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Tucker adds the PAT. And the Nighthawks stretch their lead to 21.
Broncos 37. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. On the return, here's Mims. This return makes it up to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. First and 10.
Let's go now.
Running left, it's Connor. And he couldn't do a whole lot there. Minimal yardage picked up to the 27. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Completed over the middle. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
Has a hole left, room to run. And he takes this one in for the Denver touchdown. The The Broncos get it back to within 2 possessions. The Broncos will go for 2 again.
Go!
He's throwing for it. And the pass is successful. That's a little momentum builder as they attack this deficit. They recognize the situation they're in now. After that score, they're going to try to get it right back. And they aren't able to get it back. The hands team does its job. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Yellow, yellow. Right side.
They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Hey, Kate, I think we know that the quarterback's a demanding position because not only do you have to have a clock in your head, but you've got to have a spatial awareness of where you are on the field. And once you start retreating, going backward and backward and backward, you got to just sling the ball in the stands. Otherwise, you take a huge negative sack like that.
And he's tackled after gaining a handful. It's a gain of 6, and now they face a daunting 3rd and 14.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you could be a Pro Bowler.
He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and more importantly, stop it. Well, it's hard to call that the official moment that sealed this win, but up 16 here in the 4th, it's going to take a heck of a sequence of events to see this game tied back up.
On the return, here's Mims. And he made a push for the 30-yard line before going out just a bit shy.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Ready, ready.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Set. 19 Lion.
They motion the slot man right.
Ready, ready.
Throwing on 1st down, Nix. That's completed right side. And he gets in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos can make it a 1-score game as they trim the lead. So
Okay,
here
ready.
come the Broncos. Big spot now as they try for 2.
Here we go. Set.
Will line up for the
Go.
2-point conversion.
Now Nix. And that pass is caught. They get the 2 points and a little drama now. We've got ourselves a 1-score ball game. Well, he just caught them the touchdown, Brock. Defense obviously aware of him as they line up for 2. How did they lose him? How did they get it right back to him for the conversion?
Because he's that good. In moments like this, Kate, it's not even about the play, it's about the player. And when you got a player of this caliber, you find every way to get it to him. And just because he scored the touchdown doesn't mean you don't go right back to that well. I love it.
Markers reset, ball at the 37.
Yellow. Right side.
Running left with Pacheco. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10.
Fight on these 2. Fight on these 2. Right side.
It's Pacheco again. And they take him down, but he's able to get this inside the red zone. A minute 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
Right.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 17-yard line.
Hey, ribble it.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. And this one doesn't go far. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down.
Yellow. Right side.
Right back to Pacheco. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they'll have just one left to burn now. Justin Tucker out for the field goal. A lot of pressure hovering over this kick. Hook's kick is good. And it's now a 2-possession game as the lead grows to 11.
Best kickers I've been around here over the last few decades, they relish these moments. They know the hard work all their buddies on offense and defense have done. When they can make it a 2-score game and be clutch when it matters, these are the moments they live for.
On the return, here's Mims. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Shut up! 60 Maverick! 60 Maverick! Hup!
Shotgun snap to Nix. Finds a seam down the middle. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Broncos have to hurry here. Clock's still running. Here's Nix. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing it. Unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You know, so often we talk about speed offensively, right? We love receivers that can run. That was a perfect example of how speed kills you defensively. A hurried throw almost ended an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack.
Let's go!
Speed's the
Left
difference.
thing, 19! Ready?
Nix again on 2nd and 10. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Now the Broncos take their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. 1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
Come on, set! 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates! Get up!
They'll throw again, Nix. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Nighthawks get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
You know, my dad was my old high school coach. He's a play caller. He's an offensive guy. And after days like this, and I remember one in particular, he'd say, son, some days peanuts, some days shells. This has been nothing but a bunch of shells for this quarterback today. Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other.
Yellow.
What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one. And they draw first blood against a division rival. They'll go on the road later this year with a chance at completing that season sweep. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
Being on some chill, we go 0 to 100 real quick. They be on that rap.